So, here at Brewolution, we wanted to make a little presentation video for you about our new Brewster Dominator. We'd like to share with you why we truly believe it's so fantastic and explain in detail what we've done to make it special compared to many other brewing systems available on the market. It's made from even sturdier, more durable materials, and especially the insert, which can be subjected to quite a bit of stress during brewing, is extra robust and reliable. And I can show you that in just a moment. What we have also based it on is this small, efficient brewery setup right here. And then, after the initial design, it had to be made in the correct, precise, and exact right dimensions. This was necessary so that there would be a larger, more expansive resting surface, which means that the intensity is a bit lower than before. And that also means the grain bed is a bit shallower, resulting in better, more efficient flow-through and greater overall efficiency. And as you can see here, it's not very tall at all. Over here we have a Brewzilla 35, and the insert hasn't even been pulled up yet, and it's already almost as tall as the other one. But the insert itself is incredibly sturdy and robust. And down here at the bottom, we've made some small holes to help prevent blockages and to allow for better, more efficient flow. I would say that regarding the insert, the bottom filter and everything else, we've designed it so that the size actually fits perfectly in a standard dishwasher. So, in terms of cleaning, it's very easy to take care of. Just put it in the dishwasher. And up here in the kettle, we've, of course, made some improvements to it compared to our older model, the Brewster Beacon. So now, with this updated design, we can have the insert positioned almost all the way down to the very bottom. There's only 1 centimeter of space from the bottom up to the insert, whereas before, in the previous version, it was about 7 centimeters. And because of that change, you can actually fit up to 2 kilograms more malt in the insert, which is a significant increase. We've also specifically chosen to use a powerful 3 kilowatt heating element, which provides more efficient and faster heating for your brewing process. We did this because you can get an expansion kit so you can brew up to 65 liters at once, and that only requires just 500 more watts of power. So, in total, it's at 3,000 watts. Most home kitchens typically have 13 amps in their electrical outlets, and that's generally sufficient. And when you buy such an expansion, the extension for the riser pipe is included, the extension for the pump pipe is included, and of course the extension for the brewing chain is included as well. There's also a longer insert included for your convenience. Here we have our 2 Brewster Dominators, the standard one, and then the one with the expansion here, where you can brew 65 liters, and that comes with an extra height extension for the brewing pot. Over here, we have an extra tall riser pipe, and back here, we have an extension for the pump pipe. But besides that, now don't be alarmed. It gets this tall, and then it's really not very manageable on the table. So when you have the extension on, we recommend that it stands on the floor. Now that we have the app, you can very easily control all the electronics from an app instead of having to get down on the floor to adjust it manually. So this is where it really starts to make sense. What's great about this is that you can use down to as little as 7 liters, but then you can also use up to 50 liters without any problem whatsoever. And if you want to brew an extra strong beer, 25 liters. An imperial stout or barley wine at 14 to 15% with lots of malt. The regular one can hold 10 kilos of malt, but in this large one, you can fit almost 20 kilos. So that means you can brew a really strong 25-liter batch just by buying this expansion part. Then there's practically no limit to how strong a beer you can make. So there are so many advantages with this system. I could go on forever,